Okay, Stanley Parable. Let's go. I've never played this game before.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Ooh.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple.
Is there no
He sat at
overhead
his
light
desk
in this
room
office?
427, and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling
We are
him what
being
buttons
watched.
to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single
Sit there for an
order
hour?
had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I'm in. I hate Mondays. Am I right? Where is that camera that we were being watched from? Why is this office lit by a single lamp? Oh?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I can do that.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I love that phone. Who farted? Okay. No one is here. Ooh. That looks not like coffee. Oh?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Okay. The computers are still on, but no one who turned them on. Oh, it's a beautiful day outside.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, hold on, I'm looking at things. We're broke. Financial panic meeting. Office party. This is a weird way to set up a... Oh no, I guess because it's timed. Okay. I'll refrain from insulting their calendar. Reflect. Not cost efficient. Get Chris out of the broom closet? Let him out of the closet. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the target on the topic of... Hire somebody to fire the paper guy. Is this going, like, through slides? Who's clicking the slides? Oh. Plant life. Football. Mitosis? Less air. Pollution. Talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. So true. Let it ball up. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Profits, profits, profits. What do we sell? More water coolers. A child trap? This is strange. What does that mug say? conference room. Okay. Boss's office. I don't want to go in there if there's someone in there still.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. What a lovely office building. Totally not. What? What? Oh, executive bathroom. I'm just a lowly employee. Okay. This is his office?
Stepping into his manager's office,
Okay.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Whoa.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
You gonna tell me that? Oh.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random
I'm a
buttons on the
genius.
keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. This is normal for a boss to have, I'm pretty sure. I've never worked in an office, so... Oh. Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his
Lots
chest,
of
as though he
emotions.
felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I think everyone disappearing at your office would stir some questions and
Stanley
emotions.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
That's written in red like crayon. I'm gonna die if I go that way. This is ominous.
The lights rose on an enormous
Oh
room packed
my
with
God.
television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Sure.
Did he have the strength to find out?
How are you supposed to like stand here to watch the ones over here? It's poor placement. Okay. You do be walking. Who's like, what is going on? They still hate Mondays. Oh,
Now the monitors jumped to
Whoa.
life, their true nature revealed.
fired,
Each bore the
fired.
number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many
the hell?
individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant
I
nothing.
forget my number. I forget my number. Wow. What does that even say? Whoa. Okay, I will continue on. That's weird, that one up there.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Yeah.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Truly.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't
It's
accept
true.
it. His own
This is not
life in
normal.
someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content, Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yes, I'm the hero of this story. Stanley, the office worker. Just press off, right? And then everything's good. That sounded fine.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won.
I won the video game.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Yay!
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Whoa, pretty.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Like, everyone could have just taken, like, a vacation and forgotten to tell me.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation.
This is so
The
pretty.
immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Yay!
And Stanley was happy.
Aw. Beat the game. Get your first achievement. Thank you. Huh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so we're just here again. You know what? I'm not listening to you this time. Nice. Everyone hates Mondays. Why is there just a ladder there?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, I listened to you, and I'm still back here, so...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Sure, I'm sure that's a beautiful room with nice floors. Oh yeah, look at these blue floors.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It's beautiful. Why are there just mugs on the ground?
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Look, it's
Really
color,
worth
it's
it.
matched. The floors match the chair, and there's windows that are closed, only to blinding light.
At this point, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I cut him off. No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm very short. Oh god, they transferred my height in real life into the game. Do not lie. You are lying right now. Stop. That's normal and not ominous. What is this? Oh, okay. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is moving. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, 5,000. But won't I be dead? You can't charge me while dead.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
Yeah.
here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you
Especially
all this time.
just a voice in
There's
my head,
someone you've been
apparently.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who I
Please,
forget?
stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who is her? Who is
This
this
is it,
her?
Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I'm all for girls, but who is her? Wasn't this an office? Why are we in a warehouse? Oh my god.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Can I think I can unplug the phone?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope.
What?
Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yeah, I have phone
No, that
anxiety.
wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
This is a cool phone, though.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone.
Well, I didn't.
He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to
Oh,
one
my
another.
wife.
Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None
Listen.
of these decisions were supposed to mean anything.
Well, they
I
did.
don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Yeah?
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so
he gonna
long.
kill me?
If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
Listen.
Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment
Wait,
so we
wait.
can
No, no,
educate
no.
you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
No.
Please observe this helpful
Instructional video? No!
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used
What?
incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a
Rupert.
hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to
that
make life
cricket?
better for
What
all
the
people.
hell?
Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational
What is
logic.
a
If you
fish?
find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
A back sack and crack?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best
What is
part to a healthy
happening?
decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you
sure.
make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether
no.
you'll ever make a significant contribution
no.
to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your
Rupert,
thoughts and
no.
problems are materially insignificant.
Thank
and the
you,
feeling should
instructional
subside.
video.
At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back.
Where
You may have noticed
even?
that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
I'm going to make wrong choices. I'm gonna be a problem on purpose now. I did what you asked the first time. Now I'm gonna be a menace.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform
No.
and dying.
No.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
won't let me
that
jump.
story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse.
You can't jump.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
What? I got an achievement called You Can't Jump, so... This place is not real? So he knows, like, I'm not Stanley. But who is Stanley? If I'm not Stanley, then who is?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Will I? Or will I wake up back in the office?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, but I'm not Stanley.
No! Why did you do that?
Oh.
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Reality is collapsing in on itself. I want to go this way. Oh, that looks really comfy. Huh. Okay, I'll take your left door. Oh.
Oh, it's ruined.
It's okay.
Can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that?
Make
I
a
can't
different
erase
story.
that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I...
Make a new
No, I have
story.
to.
No,
I have to
no.
shut the game down.
No,
I
we can
have
go
to.
off this.
I have to.
No. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, Oh my god. Where am I?
Oh, I'm here.
Hi.
I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever.
Hi.
Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
I'm
It was the
sorry.
only thing in the world that was mine, and you run it into the ground.
I'm sorry.
What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
But I'm
He
not
actually knows how to do what I
Stanley.
tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Don't yell at me.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
I did.
It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Wait, we did
All
this.
right.
No.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. You're as stuck here as I am.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly
Oh
and always
my
putting the
gosh.
story
Okay,
first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Is it just gonna
Behave
loop?
exactly as Stanley would. That means
this
choosing
is how.
responsibly and always putting the
This is
story
actually
first.
limbo.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came
we're
to a
going
set
left.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door
To
on
break
his
this
left.
cycle. Goodbye. Look at me, going left. Cool.
Yet there was not a single
Nope,
person
not a
here
single
either.
person.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I'm going in the broom closet. No, let me in! Damn you.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wasn't there a staircase down? I'm like 90% sure there was one down. Okay, the sign's not here anymore. Okay, great. That's good. The office looks different. This looks a bit
Stepping
different.
inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
most
who
expensive
orchestrated
boss.
this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it.
Voice receiver?
Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
Okay, I'm gonna
He
speak.
drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. I don't remember it.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. I don't think Stanley can speak.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yeah.
You didn't mishear me, did you?
No.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story.
I'm
This is a crucial
trying.
step.
Night Shark 115.
Okay,
Fuck
fine.
you.
You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect.
Stanley can't
the
speak.
kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have
I
done whatever the
did.
hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me.
I
Explain
can't.
yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of
What?
two doors, he entered the door.
What? Why am I freaking...
Hello? Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
What?
I need you to walk through the door.
What?
Are you listening to me?
No. No. I can't leave them here.
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
Oh, no.
This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The
No.
story needs it. So, you hear me?
I hear you. I don't know
Are you
about
there?
Stanley.
You listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait.
No, he's so sad.
Time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
No.
Take as much time as you need.
No, you're gonna be here forever. This. Oh.
All of his co-workers
Okay, I'm
were
Stanley
gone.
again.
What could it
It's
mean?
me, Stanley.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I am a businessman. My name is Stanley. I hate Mondays.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. I did it the first time. I did it exactly how he wanted it. I did it the second time. I went too far and I broke everything. We're gonna go a nice middle
This was
ground of
not the
breaking
correct way to
shit.
the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
Yeah,
first,
sure. The
just
blue
to
floors,
admire
blue
it.
chairs. Love it here.
Wow.
Yep.
Yes. This room. What a beautiful
Yep,
room.
beautiful, nice
What a
blue.
gorgeous room.
There's cups everywhere.
Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour
Coffee nut.
on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room
Oh, yeah.
was now too horrible even to consider.
Yeah, it truly would have been sad. Okay.
But eager to get back to
Yep.
business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
We are jumping off that crane.
Stanley was so bad at following
Yep.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5
Yeah, I
years
suck
ago.
at following them. But it's fine. I'm gonna break us out of here. Disembodied voice.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
Yeah, there have
I'm
been
not.
several feet.
I
They've all
realize
been
that investing
wrong.
your trust in someone else
Can
can
I
be
can
difficult,
jump that
but
way.
the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really?
Yeah.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for
Sorry.
others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
We can see my wife later. But right now, I need to know what's going on. She wants to stand on the side of the fence, but there's no other side. What is going on? No buckets past this point. I don't have a bucket. Oh, great, more doors.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah?
Aha.
Oh,
Perhaps you
okay.
misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, but I like blue.
I still don't
Oh.
think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
I like your art, but also Oh! Hello.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
Yeah.
don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you wanted?
Wall.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Sorry,
Do
narrator.
not think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the
I
end,
did
it was
one
all
story.
for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I can't speak.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
I get to be
There we
oh
go.
hi.
A third option. This already feels
Ceiling
leaps ahead
light.
of where we were
Okay.
before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Game development in progress.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
I walked.
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh,
3.
of course. A 3. Really?
I walked down a
Maybe
hallway.
next time we can get you to form an actual opinion?
What do you
Any
mean?
level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings?
I
Does that
walked
sound
through a
good?
hallway.
Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Oh. Worldwide leaderboard. Oh. That's so many doors. Dun, dun, dun. Oh. A dead rat. Oh, great. Oh, I'm last. Okay. Why not ask? No, I don't need friends. Oh. Well. They're more attractive than Stanley. Only the worst 3% of players choose the blue door. Okay, well. Well then.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep
No,
walking
it
through
did
doors?
not.
Again, honest answers, please.
I'm worse than a
Hey,
dead
I nearly
rat.
forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
Sure.
And now would be a
Ooh,
lovely opportunity to
playtesting.
give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay. Oh, okay.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very
What?
meaningful game. All about the
No.
desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear
Who's
once
child?
you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
I'm
So
not
why
playing
don't
this
you
for
give it
4
hours of
hours.
play to make sure it's
No.
effective. Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh no. Oh. Could they have chosen a more annoying button sound for child? Okay, no, that's it. No. Sorry. You're alive for a good 30 seconds.
You heartless bastard. Did you
Listen!
do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Because the button
Because if it's the
sound
latter,
is
well, I don't know what to
annoying.
do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing
I
that
like this
might improve
plan.
the experience for me. I'm not
Sorry.
even going to try.
I'm gonna name him
out.
Charlie.
I'm
Sorry,
out.
Charlie.
I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your
What?
input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
No, I came here to play your game.
Yes,
Baby.
this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What game? What?
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's
It's
our
about
backstory?
Firewatch.
What is
This
our
is
motivation?
Firewatch?
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted
No.
erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating
the
venture into
turtle?
the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
This is an open world game. It's Firewatch. I am a man whose wife has, I think, dementia. It's a nice game. It's very pretty too. Look at all of these choices to make.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
can't be.
assumed. No. Gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go,
It
gotta
is.
go.
It's an open
No,
world
no, no.
game.
I'm fleeing
Good
into
God,
the woods.
quickly block it off.
No!
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
No!
Really
I
wandered
wanted
off
to
into
frolic.
That thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any.
There are paths.
Oh,
Did you
thank
just vomit?
heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
No, we're not. This is very
I'm going
much
to get
still
us
the
out of here.
woods.
Let's find another game.
But Firewatch,
Preferably
wait,
something
there's...
with walls.
No,
Something with
can go through
nice,
that.
big, insurmountable walls.
No.
Okay, I think
No.
this will
Freedom.
be just the thing.
Okay.
Wonderful.
This
See,
is Rocket
this is
League.
exactly what I
It
had in mind.
says Rocket
Just
League.
a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost
my
here.
flag
Now
there?
this is game design. Stanley,
Where's the
if you manage
Canadian
to get lost
flag?
in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Can I have
Okay,
a ball?
so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Sport ball.
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a
No,
ball
give me
of
a
some
car,
kind
give
back
me a
here.
car.
Is this game sports ball?
Sports
Damn it.
ball.
I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
Oh, yes, we should.
I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Me and you gonna go sports ball. I was gonna say play with balls, but not what I meant. Oh, I'm going so quick. Oh my god, I'm going so fast.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this
Are you
fun?
winning, son?
Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Well, if I wanted
Stanley,
to
I
play
have a
Rocket
thought.
League, I would
And
play
I
Rocket
realize I'm not a
League.
sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
More.
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a
Bonk.
confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
More balls? Oh. I went in. Okay, let's go. Zonk. Bonk. Yeah. Look at me go.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? You having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
No!
All of this
No!
comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes.
I almost
You
got
get to
3
have
in a
fun when I let
row.
you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for
Why are
you.
you
Without
setting my
rules or
boundaries?
Video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose.
You're the
And since you decided
narrator.
you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So goodbye,
No, you
Stanley.
can't leave
I'm
me.
leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care,
I'm gonna start
Stanley.
ripping out grass. I'm gonna rip out grass. It's mine now. Can I run up the walls? I've just been left alone in a Rocket League stadium. No. I could jump down where the balls go. Huh. What is this? Time to slam a what? A sleep. I don't want to drink that. The pink one looks cute though. Well, time to throw myself into the goal net. Whee!
What are you doing?
Oh.
Stanley, don't do that. I
Beta
can't follow you
games.
there. I
Please
can't
read
help you.
experience.
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh, I fell again. Oh. I don't think there are any jump scares in this game. Emphasize on the word think. Why? Is this like an old design for the office? Okay. There's a light over here. Is this me? This is me. I thought that was a body. 427. That's my number. Wait, okay. Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
I'm confused with
and if he's
them.
learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
That's not ominous.
I can wait.
Okay. But, like, also, you didn't know what was going on at some points, because I made different choices. So, like, who's really in charge? Okay. Great.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm not going to the meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. I'll walk through the door on the left.
Yet there was not a single person here
Not
either.
a single soul.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I won't. Oh! I can go in here.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, actually. I like this gross closet. I'm gonna stay in here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
Yeah.
No reason to still be here.
I'm looking at these shelves. What are you gonna do about it?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even
There's a
doing
broom.
anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
I'm
As it is,
interacting.
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet FA.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Ambience.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Look at these walls.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
But it was labeled and I could go in, so why wouldn't I take that choice? Sir, narrator.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet
The broom
ending?
closet
the broom
ending."
closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
We're vibing in here. We're having
Stanley
a party.
was fat and ugly and
What?
really stupid.
You insult
But probably
him?
only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money.
Drug money?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
This is slander.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
What?
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here,
Mm-hmm.
when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system.
Oh,
and you
me, not
collapsed on the
Stanley.
keyboard.
Oh yeah, I'm dead. Dead as
In a
hell.
situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby?
No.
The person at this computer
No one is
dead.
going to hear
They
you.
have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please
Thanks,
remove
narrator.
their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and
Yeah.
filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming.
Yeah, give
so
them a
that the
link to
irony
a wiki.
and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I have a feeling that's it. Well, I'm alive.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey now who can handle controls too. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly
Fungus.
picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I think that's it. Okay, well, I've messed with him. Look, there is a downstairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I did not. Stanley. Oh. Oh, hell. This is fun. Just straight up hell. What is the... I can't read that. Fire hose.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy,
Yeah.
why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred
What
to
the...
Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
No, it did
And
not.
as Stanley pondered this,
Yeah,
he began to
rooms
make
are
other
repeating?
strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that
Yeah.
matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah,
Were
they
simply
are.
repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
Maybe it's
And
all a
at last,
dream.
he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip
That's
of his
a narrative
tongue.
trope.
He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Yeah, there you go.
He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone.
Yep.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't
Super
crazy
normal.
after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
This
I'll
is
have to go
not what
back
people
to my
think
boring real-life job pushing
in,
buttons.
dreams.
I may as well
So,
enjoy
it's
this
not a
while
dream.
I'm still lucid.
But...
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield. And
Maybe it
too
is a
appeared.
dream.
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Usually
How
people
was he remaining so lucid?
don't.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing?
Like, I've
and
thought of
thinking?
that.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley,
Yeah, it
who
is
found it
strange.
particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their
I
dreams,
don't think it
the truth was that, of
does.
course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
Okay.
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
It's a shock to me,
After
too.
all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the
What
voice
kind
not
of
seem slow
office
to make the
building is
magical
this?
stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Yeah,
This voice was a
voice.
part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
How?
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Yeah?
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be
I'm done
over.
with this. It's over
Let me
now.
go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
Will it be kind?
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
We are married.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
I also repeat that to myself.
I am okay.
Are we okay, though? Oh, yeah, this looks like a nice, cozy bed.
Stanley began screaming.
Oh.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real.
Okay,
Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went blank.
What?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Okay, Mariella, go off.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
No!
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
Yeah?
He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Call an
And in that
ambulance,
moment,
maybe?
she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
So normal right
I
now,
know
just
what is
staring at a
real
body of a
and
dead
what
man.
isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel
And
better.
he's dead!
Then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important
Mariella.
people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there.
She's just
staring
gonna leave
down
him
at the
there?
body. And then she turned.
She just
away.
left him there. Well. No, okay. Well, that is it for this episode of the Stanley Parable. I've killed Stanley. I've astral projected into the ceiling. I've beaten the game exactly how he asked me to do it. And it still wasn't enough. So next time we're gonna keep trying to fix whatever is going on here. Well, subscribe if you want, like if you liked it, and I will see you next time. Bye!